We just don't give money to any charity that comes in and asks for help. It's only when we as Rotarians vote with our feet and our time, that is only where we make grants. And it's been the critical function for the grants committee to perpetually push that issue to the grantee applicants, that it's imperative that we have Rotary involvement. So again, I thank each and every one of you for the participation you do in each of these various organizations that we're now interviewing. Back to you, Sue.
Thanks, Chuck. Now I have the privilege of introducing to you somebody who needs no introduction, the founder of the Branch Rickey Award, Jim Wilkins, and he's here with Donna Hulteen, who will be running the Branch Rickey Award this year. Jim? Tell me just how you happened to start it and why and the wherefores.
Thank you. Thanks, Sue. In 1991, our Rotary Club officers and board noticed the decline in the Artists for America art show that we were doing at that time as our fundraiser. And so they asked me to chair a ad hoc search committee for a new fundraiser, for a second fundraiser. And that became the Branch Rickey Award. The search committee was composed of Rotarians, and we looked into all kinds of sports, soccer, football, other things that we thought could be a fundraiser patterned after the Lombardi Award in the Houston Rotary Club. And we ended up lighting on baseball because of the Rockies were just getting their franchise at that time. We wanted a recognizable name for the award, and Branch Rickey was a very famous but largely unrecognized baseball individual. In fact, he was known as Mr. Baseball. And so we contacted the family back in Ohio, and they were thrilled that an award would be named after their father, and with particularly with the criteria of service above self, which we tied into the Rotary motto. The rest, most awards in baseball are patterned after batting average, slugging percentage, things like that. Ours was what the winner gives back to the community. The rest is history. This is now our 18th year in the Branch Rickey Award, and we've raised $1,346,000 over those 18 years. And I think right as we sit here today, we're the fourth best known sports award in the United States. So we've come a long ways as an award.
Thanks, Jim. And of course, it's done so much for the Foundation's corpus. And Donna Hulteen is going to run it this year, and she's going to talk a little bit about the impact of the Branch Rickey Award.
According to Joanne Davidson, who many of you recognize that name, I'm sure, as a columnist for the Denver Post, our city, our Denver city, is glutted with benefit dinners, many of them looking alike, even tasting alike, with a little rubber chicken or whatever you have. The Branch Rickey Award, and Joanne is the first to say, is a very unique benefit. It's one of a kind, and that we need to treasure and be very, very proud of. The Branch Rickey Award, though it's given locally, as Jim said, is a nationally recognized award. And though the evening recognizes a baseball player or a baseball manager, we really are recognizing this person for service above self and for the values that they give in their community and back to their community. We have had some outstanding winners over the years, 3 Hall of Famers and others who have made tremendous contributions on the field and off the field. They have all been very, very humble, and they have all been very, very pleased and respectful of receiving this award. I think we owe a tremendous debt of gratitude to Jim Wilkins and to all of the people who have diligently worked on this project over the years, because it is a one-of-a-kind and it is a very, very special event. The money raised for the event benefits all of the projects of Denver Rotary, though the money goes directly to the grant for Denver Kids. By that money being part of the grant for Denver Kids, it frees up other foundation money to support all of the other projects of Denver Rotary. Those of you who have not had the opportunity to work on this benefit, you really want to take that opportunity. It's fun. It is fun to work on it. It's fun to be there. It's fun to meet the players, and it's fun to get involved. So please, on the 28th, when we sign up for committees, give a little time to Branch Rickey. You don't need to be a baseball fan to do this. You need to be a humanitarian fan. So please join us. Thank you.
Well said, Donna and Jim. Thank you so much for all you do.
President Sue, I'm going to interject for just a second here that's not on the program, but normally we would have had the Peach Committee here as well. And you may or may not know it, but we've got a disaster on the western slopes relative to the peach harvest this year. And for the magnitude and volume of peaches that we need, it's not available. And there is a very active committee trying to pull a alternative peach supply together that includes Jim and Jay and Brian, and I think I probably missed a couple others. So they are looking for alternative sources of peaches of the volume that we use, including Georgia, South Carolina, Louisiana, some major peach growing areas. So keep your fingers crossed that this committee manages to pull a rabbit out of the hat, because it's another way we get funds into our foundation and into the international. And we thank you for that support on the peach deal, and we'll have an update later.
Thanks, Chuck. And I'd like to just add a PS to what you say. Jim McGibney is chair of the Development Committee, and Jay Yake and Carol Duncan, who work on the Peach Committee, are also taking a leadership position in the district to help all the other clubs in the district that sell peaches do so as well. And that says a lot about who we are as Rotarians.
Sure does.
So let me move on. Brad Barnes, please stand. Stephanie Sagba and Gamachu Said, who you met a couple weeks ago when we honored the graduates. He's outstanding young man, and he bowls very well too. I got to see him bowl. So, Brad and Stephanie are high school, college. I'm going to get this out. High school. They counsel high school kids about how to get into college and how to get financial aid. And Stephanie's with Denver Kids on the staff, and Brad is an independent, I believe. And Rotary contracts with them to help both Denver Kids and the recipients of the High School Scholarship Award get their help. And so, Stephanie, would you please tell us a little bit about how you help the kids and what you do for them?
We do it a little bit differently, this being Brad and I. It's a very organic process when you go to work with a student on selecting a college, going through that application process. The financial aid component is an additional piece that's pretty complicated. So we get the opportunity to go into the schools or after school meet with these students. We had 29 seniors this year from, 8 or 9 high schools probably. And we take each student and look at what they're wanting to accomplish and help them do that. So we start with a list of schools. We go through the application process. We talk about early decision, early action, write college, help them with the essays, both for scholarships and for their college applications. We help them with interviewing, identifying the scholarships, how to work with their high school counselors. So it goes across the board as far as that process, and then help them select the colleges in the end.
That's wonderful. Can you tell us about how much financial support the kids end up getting with your help?
I'll say something, and then I'd like Gamachu to maybe, do you mind disclosing and sharing with us some of what went on with your process this year? No problem. Some of the schools to which our students were accepted this year were Pomona, and you'll recognize some of these as small liberal arts. The cost of attendance for these schools right now is about $50,000 a year. It's usually about just shy of it. I looked up Harvard for next year, and they're estimating between $52,000 and $54,000 a year for the cost of attendance. So that includes books and tuition and room and board. So our students will be going to Pomona, DU, CU Boulder,